Hey, world. It's being want to come back with another video. Guys, if you check out the title says, when do we become the face of rape, sexual assault, and pedophilia? That's, that trips me out, and I'm prefacing it to start talking about this RKelly situation and other Afro-melanated cats that went down for these reasons. And we're talking some of the greatest of all time. Okay, guys, we go back to the 90s. See, I'm old school. I go back to different decades and I remember, all right? I remember back in the early 80s when a cat out of Atlanta, Georgia, by the name of Wayne Williams was arrested and convicted of killing I think 13 or 14 young Afro-melanated males, the boys, And if you're my age or older, you remember this phenomenon. I'm telling you, when it was going down, there was a lot of parents that were pretty, they was nervous. But I know in my neighborhood, we wasn't, because, that wasn't something that we even, people kidnapping boys and killing boys, raping boys, that wasn't something prevalent in our community, in our neighborhood. Okay, so it goes all the way back to the Wayne Williams situation. And then if you fast forward, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, Tupac, Bill Cosby, RKelly. These are some of the greatest of all times, right? And each one of their situations resulted in them going to prison. Okay? Now, don't get it twisted. Do you do the crime, do the time? I do not condone ever violence or assaults toward anybody, man, woman, or child. But when the television and the fake news and the mass media, it's too much of a discrepancy. And so when you see our young boys growing up and they seeing all our so-called heroes, because remember, they give us heroes. And these heroes you look up to, and then all of a sudden they go down like that, and it's like, wow. You dig? And Kobe Bryant, right? And remember, all those names I named throughout those particular decades, there were always stories about Catholic priests abusing kids. Where are those victims? Why aren't those victims being interviewed on the alphabet networks? Because I'm seeing, RKelly, that interview, come on, man. I don't know if you guys think that was fake or not, or thought he was acting, but I tell you what, I don't think it was acting, because we remember RKelly from back in the 90s when he was allegedly married to Aaliyah. So that narrative was set back in the 90s that he was a pedophile. But guess what? The community still enabled him. We was enablers, buying all his CDs, selling out all his concerts. The minute that it was on the news, or that we found out that a 27-year-old married a 15-year-old, right there, his career should have been over, okay? But like I say, you go back to Jerry Lee Lewis. He married his 12 or 13-year-old cousin. And I think he's in the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Jerry Lee Lewis. They made a movie about it, that he married a 13-year-old cousin, but was not arrested, okay? And so that's why it's like, this judicial system is bogus. RKelly, you went to court for these same accusations in the 90s, early 2000s rather, and you got off. And like you said in the interview, I beat the case. So you gotta listen to people. He beat the case. I would never in a million years say I beat a case when someone accusing me of rape. Anybody know beating the case? I never did it. If you innocent. So I just think it's crazy, man. I think there's some discrepancies. You know, where are all these other, like Louis C.K. and, you know, Kevin Spacey? Where are these guys on TV crying and actually being arrested? Where are these women that charged them with sexual assault? Isn't sexual assault a crime as well? Why aren't these guys arrested? Okay? So it's just kind of something I wanted to bring to the attention, a little food for thought. I just thought it was interesting. And it just blows me away that we're kind of becoming the face of rape and pedophilia and sexual assault. And I don't remember ever having anybody I know in my community or anywhere that does that stuff. But we understand it's a culture in the Catholic Church. Where are these priests? I want to see them on TV crying and going to prison. Okay? All right, fellas, being Willie God, I want to come back with a little food for thought, man. In the meantime, between time, may the Most High Society bring you joy. And being Willie's out of 5,000.